I'm Harsh Thakur. My designation is Manager Technology Solutions Group. I work out of the CTO's office, and basically I'm part of the pre-sales team. So we go and talk to customers to understand from a technical perspective, what they're looking for, what kind of technologies would be best suited for the solution and things like that. And I work for a company called Persistent Systems Limited. What really excites us about Windows Azure is that if you're a Microsoft shop, if you're comfortable working with .NET, if you're comfortable working with SQL Server, you don't really have a learning curve. You take all of those existing skill set, existing competencies, and just work with them on the cloud. And Windows Azure makes all of that very easy. Usually for most organizations, their IT is not their core business. Their IT is something that that is there, that they have to do. And having the ability to move all of that to the cloud without having to worry about the infrastructure, without having to worry about the additional costs, probably is one thing that makes immediate sense. Apart from that, for many organizations, things like disaster recovery, that also make a lot of sense, because you often spend a lot of money on infrastructure, you spend a lot of money on acquiring machines, hardware and things like that, which probably you'll never use. And moving that up to the cloud makes sense, because then you're not really having to pay for it all the time. You're having to pay for it when you actually need it, when you actually use it. We're using a number of features from Azure. In specific, I'd like to mention the provisioning services that Azure provides, and we're using that to build our own multi-tenant system. So we are building a solution, and we have 4 modules out there right now with plans to add more of them. Compared to the other solutions out there, I think Azure is a much more complete solution. You have SQL Azure, which is a full-fledged database, and it's available there. Some of the other solutions don't have all of these services, or don't have them in a form that's that you're readily used to working with. So that's one thing. And apart from that, I'd say the breadth of services provided by Azure, and along with that, the fact that Microsoft is moving their other solutions also to the cloud, like Exchange Online, SharePoint Online. So building a whole solution becomes much more easy, because you have all of those things available in the cloud, and you don't have to worry about half the stuff being on the premise, half the stuff being in the cloud, and things like that. So when I think about Azure, the main things that come to mind are cost savings, speed to market, and reliability.